Okay, hi there. This is the next part. There are a lot of games in here in their original boxes, so that's gonna be a good one. But first off, let's start off with this Putt Putt Lost in Time. This book and one of these games here is actually meant to be the next episode of DVD series I did a while ago, but I kind of like put on hold because I really wanted to do like other projects. But yeah, I hope to get it done at some point. And even worse, like I've been adding like so many more videos to my collection, like I just can't keep track of like which ones I already showed. Yeah, this Putt Putt book right here is the one I don't have. This activity book. So this game, or this is apparently from a library, I guess. So this book is mostly based on the Putt Putt Travels Through Time game, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you watching might have played. Yeah, that's a favorite game of mine. Okay, so next off is some games. So I have a lot of Game Boy Advance games, and like I don't even remember keeping the original boxes until uh, a while ago. My mom found a box with a lot of these original boxes, and I was so surprised to see them. I didn't know I kept them, especially this one. This is Super Mario Advance. This is a lot of these are later re-releases because on the back it says only for Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Micro, and Nintendo DS. Because that was when like the DS was coming out, and that was like the big new thing. This is a player's choice release. I think Scott the Waz did a video on that. I think you should check it out. I don't know if these players' choices are like valuable or anything. I don't think I really collect video games. I collect PC games, even though I don't have any computers that play most of them. Come on. Yeah, I literally thought I threw these out, but I guess I did not. If anyone really wants to see the game right here. Yeah, Super Mario Advance, Super Mario Bros. 2 is a pretty interesting game. Uh, yeah, I know like some people don't like Mario 2, but I think it's kind of cool. I have the manual right here. I remember being shocked when I saw like the manual. It showed like an original Game Boy, even though I had Game Boy Advance SP or original Game Boy Advance. Yeah, it shows the link cable setup and items and stuff, and a little guide to playing different kinds of like stuff like multiplayer and like Easter eggs and stuff. Come on, get in there. Why does this always happen? How can this happen to me? Is that song even still a meme? That's a dead meme. This is the Dr. Mario from the classic NES series. Yeah, I decided to get this. I remember like I got the original Game Boy Advance, not the SP, because mine wasn't working. The buttons were just stuck, and I really wanted to play some of the games. And Yeah, the problem with the original Game Boy Advance is that like it's I don't really know how to say it. It doesn't recharge, and like the screen's very dark. I don't know why I almost said bright. Dr. Mario, non-military. There's a video, someone Google translating the Doctor or the Super Mario "Do the Mario" song, but that video was deleted. I can't find a re-upload anywhere. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. Like these games, these ports of the original NES versions of a lot of games. Next up is Super Mario Advance 4 Super Mario Bros. 3. This is a classic, apparently, from what I've heard. I haven't been able to do the e-reader levels, though, because I know, like, that was, like, a big selling point. Link it up. One game pack, 4 players. Wow. Yeah, if only I had friends that would actually do it. I feel like this light here, this the that's just way too bright, and like, yeah, I don't know if I want to like turn on the lights. I'll probably do that in the next part. Come on. This is an extra guide in here. Yeah, reading the manual and seeing the different kinds of stuff in here, which I was never able to do. I'm not really good at Mario 3 somehow. Like, the controls are a bit clunky compared to, like, the other Mario games. I don't have the box for the Yoshi's Island Super Mario Advance 3, though. That's the only one I don't have. What's this in here? Health and Safety Precautions booklet. I didn't even know this was a thing. Stop moving around in there. Yeah, this is another one of the DVD things I would talk about in the next episode, but like I just postponed that. Mostly because I've been going through like a lot of stuff, and like I've just not been comfortable showing up on camera nowadays. Some of these are a lot of the earliest Game Boy games I ever owned. So next up is Nicktoons Unite. Yeah, I remember I got stuck on this game right at like the first level most of the time. Even when I did get past it, like some of the other levels were pretty hard. Yeah, I was a really bad gamer at the time. It's good versus evil. Instantly gets hoodwinked too. Flashbacks. Yeah, we'll be seeing hoodwinked in this collection series soon, and another series, another certain show that you might know. Oh, Jimmy. Like you can win Nickelodeon's love back for you, no matter how many times they reboot The Fairly Odd Parents. There's a little like holder in this in here for like where this goes, the Game Boy game, kind of like that Shrek VHS uh, case where it had like where it was really huge and had like a little compartment, which I think was to store like toys or something. Yeah, the only problem is I can't get the manual back in there. I didn't even know I kept the manual. I thought I threw all these things out. This is like definite Mandela effect territory going on. Sorry, I was just distracted by something. Namco Museum, just a basic Namco collection. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Like, yeah, like I said, this was one of the first games I ever owned for the Game Boy Advance, so I didn't have much of a variety. I had mostly like boring like shovelware games and like yeah. I mean, nothing wrong with Namco. They made some classic games, but I don't know. I'd rather play Mario, basically. This one doesn't even say. This one doesn't even say like for Game Boy or like DS or anything. This one doesn't have a manual. It's hard putting in this little containment unit. I just have humongous entertainment games on the mind. This random board game collection, the Game of Life, Yahtzee, and Payday. I used to play a Game of Life on PC. That was a semi-classic game. I wasn't really into this one though. For play only on Game Boy Advance and DS. Yeah, they really wanted to push the DS ahead because like DS could play Game Boy Advance games. Only the original DS and the DS Lite, which I didn't even know of this information when I was younger. And why can't I get this out? Who even keeps manuals? Apparently, they're a huge deal. I have the one for like my grandparents' copy of Mario and Duck Hunt. I don't know if I should show that one. This manual actually shows the Game Boy Advance SP, meaning this was probably a later release when this came out. 2001, no? I thought like later releases were more like for like, oh, yeah, were more like for the player's choice thing. Like not for like, some of these are shaky. Hey there, shaky, shaky. Yeah, I got Wiggles on my mind as well. Tetris Worlds, my mom was really into this. Like I said, with like the buttons not working for like the longest time, the A button wouldn't work, but I was able to like play this game without it. But yeah, I actually got really into this game because there were a lot more like puzzles to solve in the Tetris game. Like there were different kinds of modes and stuff. No manual once again. Whack a Mole. Yeah, this was the first game I got for the Game Boy Advance, I think. Yeah, like I remember seeing the commercials for the. I think it was a board game. I don't know. It's like that game that you see at like Chuck E. Cheese, that that Whack an Alien game that like Sid was playing in Toy Story. Hey Bozo, you got a brain in there? He was like beating the crap out of the alien in the game, and then when the machine said game over, he just like threw the hammer thing at it. Oh, crud. I don't know why I'm holding it like this. My fingers are kind of cramping. Almost done. I mean, at least we're done with the Game Boy Advance games now. We have Frogger, Frogger's Adventure, Temple of the Frog. Yeah, this game was a bit tricky for me to play, especially on the first level. Yeah, I was like a terrible gamer when I was younger. So yeah, but Frogger, I eventually did kind of get the hang of it. But yeah. Now we have two more things. If I can get them out. Whatever. I probably should have expected that. This one's a board book, putt putt book. This is Go Go Putt Putt Go. Kind of similar to that song, like from Putt Putt Enters the Race, which, yeah. Yeah, this is kind of based on that game. And has a lot of references to Putt Putt Saves the Zoo. Yeah, this was one of the earlier books. I think the later books on the back would show the pictures of all the other books that were available. And then the last thing for today, this is preparing for the buyer's eye. It's your move. HMS. I have no idea what that is. Tony Randall helps you sell your home by examining it from the buyer's perspective. So yeah, it just comes this little disc. It's kind of a weird like video because it's just transferred from like the VHS. It's just a VHS quality on like a DVD. So yeah, this was one of the first productions by a company called the Lions Group, which was a video division of developmental learning materials, which their name is excluded from the video. They also produced a certain video series that you might know. So yeah, this one is basically just a tutorial of like selling your house and like setting it up, like cleaning it up. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now, and I'll see you later. Bye.